Hello and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. So today is April the 4th, 2024, and it finally stopped raining for now. We had snow this morning, we had snow this afternoon. The sun came out then, so I came out to the old greenhouse. The old greenhouse right now is full. We have a bunch of stuff that needs to be transplanted. We have stuff that needs to be moved to the other greenhouse. Now, we had, for probably about 2 days that we know of, the heating system went down in the bedhouse greenhouse. The celosia was not doing too good, but to our knowledge, we did get the heating system fixed. So, that greenhouse there is closed. We're trying to get as much heat in it as we can. Like I said, the celosia was not looking too good, but I'm hoping that it's going to pull through. I think I maybe lost like 3 celosia plants, but I do have some extras and I'm going to be planting more. So my snapdragons here, I think these are cold because their soil's wet. They're cold because the door's open. They're getting that cold air coming in, so it's a little too cold for them. These here are going to be being moved over to the second greenhouse. It's a cooler greenhouse. Now your snapdragons can tolerate cooler temperatures, and that's going to be the hardening off process will start. And if you don't know how to harden off your plants before you take them outside, it's very important that you do this. I highly recommend it. I will have a video at the end of this video that you can click on and watch for how to harden off your seedlings and your plants before you take them outside. If you just take your plants outside, especially if you're growing them indoors under lights, and you just take them outside, it's really going to be hard on your plants. You're going to wind up with sun scald, sunburn on them. You might lose them. So definitely check out the video for how to harden your plants off before you take them outside. We have our bunny tails back here, and they're growing very nicely. Started our marigolds off. There's still more coming up. The floor was completely covered with flats, and they have germinated, so they're up here on these trays. This here is a little dry, but I don't want to water it with as late as it is because I don't want to invite any kind of Bortress blight or powdery mildew or anything like that. So that's going to get watered tomorrow. My chrysanthemums here, these are ready to be transplanted. You can see the roots coming out the bottom there. So these are ready to be transplanted. Now these are a perennial, and they will be going into the other greenhouse then after they've been transplanted and they had a little bit of time to establish themselves. Then they're going to be getting moved. Beautiful pansies here. We are dealing with some aphids. The ants are bringing the aphids in. It's pretty frustrating trying to deal with the ants. We've tried different things and we kind of can't figure out how to get rid of them. So ants farm aphids, and if you have ants around, you most likely will have aphids. I did a video on the relationship between ants and aphids, so I'll put a link for that at the end of this video. Our peppers are ready to be transplanted. Our broccoli is ready to be transplanted into larger containers. And the broccoli and the other cold season vegetables, which I'll show you a little bit later in this video, they will be being moved over to the other greenhouse to start the hardening off process. So they're ready to go outside when it's time for them to be planted out. The Martha Washington geraniums are still blooming. Look at this gorgeous bloom. That's beautiful. It's one of our carnations. That's so gorgeous. The fuchsias are blooming back there. Our Spanish lavender is blooming. I had that in the other video. The lavender was so beautiful. I did cut some of it. But I'm going to be trimming these down so that they bloom more then. And I'm going to be changing the way that I feed them. And I'm going to be doing a video on that. And I'm going to be showing you the different methods that I'm going to be trying out for this. But these were seedlings from last year. And I do have videos on my channel for how to grow lavender from seed. And these are some lavender seedlings here. This is a lavender cutting. I had a mishap when I was cutting the blooms and the stems, so I took a cutting. More pansies. These are ready to be transplanted. You can see the ants here. They're crawling on these and they are farming the aphids, so we're trying to figure out how to get rid of the ants. We've tried diatomaceous earth, we've tried different types of dust to try and get rid of them, and we're having issues getting rid of them. Our tomatoes are ready to be transplanted. You can see this one here. This is going to be the last time for this 4-cell. It broke the side out there with how many roots are on these. So these are ready to be transplanted here. And all of our cold season stuff, this is more broccoli here. We have different types of cabbage back here. And we have our cauliflower here. We have 2 different varieties of cauliflower. We have the purple of Sicily, and we have the, what's that other one? The snow crown. The snow crown we've grown for years. The purple of Sicily is brand new. So I'm really excited to get to try this one here. The salvia here is ready to be transplanted, and all of these here are ready to be transplanted. So these have to be divided out. What happened when the seeds were planted, we put 1 seed per cell in, and somehow the watering hose got turned on from mist to fan, and it put the seeds down too deep. So I went back and I wasn't sure at first what had happened, so I re-sowed everything and I sowed it heavier, and then everything came up. So we have extra plants, which is good because we like our cauliflower and our broccoli and our cabbage and our Brussels sprouts. And oh boy, you can see aphids. They're on the celosia. We have more marigolds here. We have more celosia, which I'm going to have some to put back in for the ones that I'm pretty sure that I lost in the other greenhouse. So I'm going to try and get rid of these because I don't want them to go any further. I'm trying to get rid of them without damaging the stems or the leaves. Okay, I got them. They were just starting on this plant here. See? Yep, there's one there. Alright. There's some more lavender back there. We have our eggplants here. I'm really looking forward to getting our eggplants this year. More tomatoes. Oh yeah, they're ready to be transplanted. You need to go into their larger containers. And that's why we have the soil in the greenhouse, to keep our soil warm for when we do our transplants. It's already warm so we don't shock our plants as much. If you had your bags outside and they were really cold and you tried to transplant your stuff into it, you would wind up shocking your plants really bad, and depending on what it would be, you might lose the plant. So when you're doing your transplanting, you always want to make sure that your soil is warm that you're transplanting them into. So I do videos on my channel for how to start lavender from seed. So I'll put a link at the end of this video for growing lavender from seed. And you can see this one here is going to be a lighter purple color. This one here is going to be more of the powder blue color. And seed grown lavender varieties can have different shades of colors in their packs. Versus when you get like your plugs, they are one color. So that is something to keep in mind, the difference between seed grown lavender and buying a lavender plant that's already growing, that's a named variety. You're gonna have, the named varieties are gonna have your true colors, whereas your packs of seeds are gonna be mixed colors. You can see our sticky traps here did catch one of the ants, and it did actually catch some aphids when I was shaking the plant off the one day. So I have a link down in the description for these. We hang these up in the greenhouses to catch different pests. Kind of helps let us know what we have going on in the greenhouse. The aphids, if it's a big enough colony, they will start flying, but you want to catch it before it gets to that point. So see this right here? This is a little aphid, this is a little aphid nymph. And that will turn into the larger aphid then, that will either be green, black, apricot colored. This one's going to be a green one because there's a green one down in here. And I'm going to have to deal with this issue so that it does not spread, and wipe the stuff out in the greenhouse. I haven't decided yet if I want to buy ladybugs, if I want to buy aphid lions, or if I just want to have it sprayed to get them out real quick. I haven't decided that yet. But I kind of want to let you know what was going on in the greenhouse. It is full. We're going to be moving stuff around. We've already moved the onion seedlings over to the other greenhouse. And I have a video for that on my channel because I was talking about hardening them off before putting them outside. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. I hope you found the information that I gave you is helpful, and you're growing and you're gardening. So if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. Please don't forget to hit the little notification button that tells I put a new video on. Also follow me on Twitter. I'll have a link down in the description for my Twitter account. Thank yous for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye!